Rephrase my sentence, or should I rethink before I say? Like while I'm doing this video, I know most of my parts have been cut.
Can you use that in there? Just use that one.
Just leave that one line there.
Very good, very good. Focus, Tudong's okay. Hi guys, welcome to BGC Huddles. So today you're with me, Ia, and with me over here we have Dina, and over here we have Michelle, Natalie, and Ziarong. So together we are the Stuffing
Specialist!
Hi guys, I'm Dee, the marketing person, and I'm the host for today. And today's topic is about extroverts. Who here identifies as an extrovert? Please raise up your hand. Hey, you don't anyhow.
We're clearly not, guys.
Yeah,
Actually, introvert.
We are
Introverted.
pretty quiet,
You can't see, but I'm shaking.
very private. Michelle doesn't talk much.
I'm a very shy person, talk very soft.
As an introvert, I think extroverts are like this ball of energy, like they're so jumpy and jittery, and they're super friendly. Clearly the extroverts today, I don't know what happened. What about you guys? You guys, please don't do this.
Look at you. More like.
I think an extrovert is actually more recharged with people around them more than the fact that we are just energetic all the time. It's more like when we spend more time around people, we actually feel slightly more energetic and we get more things done.
So is it true that is it true that extroverts can achieve more in a workplace compared to the introverted colleagues?
Ziarong! He's a good example of a person who is not only hardworking, an extrovert who is also who achieves
Stand up.
who achieve
You stand up. Okay,
Actually, that's what you not see.
achieve what? Achieve that.
I think being an extrovert in a workplace, you get more things done because you are not afraid to voice out your opinion. You're not afraid to voice out what you actually think. So you actually speak a lot more, you ask a lot more questions, and at the end of the day, you are very clear on what you need to do before you go ahead to do something. And that's why I feel that extroverts actually they get more things done quicker.
Oh, you say introvert not doing things.
Oh, I just say that we get things done fast because you're very clear on what you need to do.
That's what Michelle said.
Oh.
For myself, I don't think extrovert actually really perform better. Like everyone has not put in equal effort, actually everyone will perform. Correct, yay! But in terms of extrovert, in terms we are more daring in a way that, for example, we are not afraid to make mistakes, we are not afraid to actually take the very first step of like maybe having a new process, etc. If let's say we realize that along the way that we notice some error. For extrovert, we are more daring to actually correct the steps.
I don't think that extroverts do a lot better in workplace than introverts, because ultimately it's the amount of effort you put in lah. Work is work. But I think extroverts are more courageous in the sense that if they don't know anything, they'll just ask their seniors or mentors. So they're not afraid to ask questions when they're in doubt. So I think, yeah. Since most of you have jobs where you have to interact with people on a daily basis, all of you are stuffing specialists, do you think that your personality contributed to like this job, like selecting this job?
Think.
The thinker.
Think. Show people
No
your
whiteboard, you
thinking.
can set a whiteboard and think.
Thinking. Actually, what's the question?
2,000 years later.
I think definitely for me, because I'm more of an extrovert, I definitely chose this job because I like to interact with people. I like helping people as well. It was one of the things that I aimed to do after I actually graduated, and I felt that helping people find a job is definitely like helping them in the long run. Yeah, I'm a bit lost.
She forgot to say again. Hey, cut action.
Patient.
So yeah, shit, I really forget.
Yeah, go first.
Okay, the question again. Sorry. Yes, guys. So, for myself, it has, being an extrovert definitely helped me wanting to make my candidate feel comfortable talking to me. So I'll try my best to actually make the interview with the candidate much more casual, so that they are comfortable in sharing certain information with me. Because I feel that if both of you are introverts, right, and then nobody will get the job, because you will go in and then you will just like, yeah, so.
That and they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Just to clear that up, as an introvert, I think when introverts are put in like a position where they do have to talk, they will. And you can check out our video on misconceptions about introverts.
Here.
The link below. Link below.
You can click on the link.
So there's this misconception that it's very easy to find a job as an extrovert. So what are your thoughts on it?
I think we both know what it feels like to quit your job. We did a very clever thing. We quit our job without finding another job. It wasn't easy. Honestly, it wasn't easy. It's not because that you are an extrovert. It makes life a whole lot easier for you. It's not true, girl.
At the end of the day, in terms of not extrovert will get a job easier than like other people, because at the end of the day, when the HR or your bosses that will interview you are looking at your skill sets and the requirement, not necessarily that you're extrovert, that you are confident and everything, that will actually land you a job. Because at the end of the day, they require the skill set that they are looking for. Otherwise, company will actually just like give you a job, like doing a charity, rather than they need you to actually be an asset to the company, like us.
Talk to corporate, approve memos, lead a workshop, remember birthdays.
I think it largely depends on what kind of jobs you're applying for as well. Because it depends on the job environment, the type of company you're running, and the type of job scope you'll be doing. So I would say an introvert person will find it a bit harder to do something like maybe perhaps sales or maybe even recruitment itself, because you need to speak to people day in, day out, and if you're going to feel so drained from it, it will be a bit tough. But it also depends on the company culture, because if let's say an extroverted person goes into an introvert company, they won't perform as well, because everyone's like so quiet and then you just want to talk. At the end of the day, you feel so sick of it because you just want to talk but no one want to talk to you. I mean, more importantly, we are actually sitting on both ends of the table. We have been interviewed before and we have interviewed extroverts before. So you do also know that we don't always place extroverts to the job that they want, I would say, at the end of the day, because they may not be suitable for it. More importantly, it's actually what you have for the skill sets and whether you're applying for the right environment. So it really depends more on the companies you're applying to, more than whether you're extrovert or introvert.
Like Jerome wanted to apply National Library, but he cannot because he talk too much.
The librarian chased me out.
That is true. Sometimes talking too much is really not an advantage. Sometimes being loud doesn't help you in any way also.
I guess being extroverted, you might come off as being a bit like unprofessional.
Yeah.
Like if you talk too much during an interview and you get too casual, because we assimilate so easily, we find people to become friends so quickly. You might become friends with the interviewer before it's even appropriate, and then you're like, hey bro, got the job or not?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What is it like to be an extrovert in the workplace?
Extrovert people tends to be very positive. Even when we are thrown into a situation that, for example, is really very stressful, or like be it like people will like be very negative about you. For extrovert, I believe that for us, for extrovert, we will tend to want to prove people wrong. Like say, who say we can't do this? And the more we will actually like try our best to actually achieve it. And at the end of the day, extrovert. Not really at the upper hand, but more of we are confident that when people say we can't do it, we will prove to people that like we actually are able to actually we achieve whatever people are looking down on us.
Sometimes the office is just so quiet.
It feels like library, guys.
Yeah, and then you just feel like you're dying. Because if you say anything, everyone can hear what you say. Yeah, and I think that's one of the huge pressures in the office.
And Jerome can hear from one end to another end. He will turn his head.
So the pressure for extroverts are mainly like people will always think that, oh, we can throw you in any situation you can actually handle, like maybe to present, for example, like present like in a meeting with maybe 50 people. But then it's not actually true, because at the end of the day, extroverts are not really just talking. You also need the skill set to actually present it.
That's true. I think even as extroverts, we get nervous during presentations and during like huge meetings and
Yeah.
stuff. So sometimes people just say that, oh, you're extroverted, why not you just do the presentation? We don't enjoy that.
They will just be like, you can talk what?
we are still scared. We still have to do the same amount of preparation an introvert will have to do.
a lot of people have expectations of extroverts, like we are supposed to be very smiley, we have to talk a lot, we can do anything and everything, all that kind of expectations. And if we don't talk a lot that particular day, then we are listed as, hey, why you so emo today? But yeah, it's just we need time to ourselves as well. So
Personal space.
yeah.
You
Then
understand personal space?
Pow.
I think sometimes we get too loud, and then I guess that's not the best thing to do in the office at times. But other than that, I think most of the time we share a lot of information with each other, and then we keep everyone in the loop, which may or may not be the best thing to do at times. Yeah, and we share a bit too much information. Not only do our candidates share too much information, we share too much. So sometimes, you know, when you're done with your work, you know, maybe it's at 5, you know, and your work has ended, and you go like, hey, you don't have nothing to do already. People are gonna give you more work. So it's not always the best to voice out everything you want to say. Yeah. So sometimes it's not the best idea to voice out everything you have.
Busted!
Okay guys, that's it for today. Please leave your comments down below about what you think about extroverts. If the misconceptions are true, false, not true, that's false also. Okay, bye guys. Thank you.
Bye guys! Don't forget to click like,
Share,
and subscribe to our channel. Sarah, the bell.
Click the bell for notifications.
What answer? What your answer?
You all say you all perform very well, long. That's why this one never win award. You never get humble award.
This one totally not humble at all. I never win that one, but still boasting about it.